So, Hero is here. Let's talk about it. So, the Hero app has dropped, and there's been a lot of a buzz about something new in the space of licensed digital NFTs, and I'm with everybody else. I'm excited about it. They did an AMA, and I wanted to go over and give my thoughts on how I think this is going to play out and what's going to happen in the space. So, as you guys may have already know, the pre-sale boxes have already sold out. I was lucky enough to be able to pick up one for myself, but on the good news, mid-April, this was only a fraction of the amount that they had. I want to say it was 1/3 of what they have overall. So in mid-April, they're going to drop more boxes in stores like Walmart and I think also in different game stores. They're going to do an announcement on those as well, just to let us know what all the stores that they're going to be available in. So for me personally, I'm probably going to pick up another box as well. And also going to do 2 box openings on stream. I think if I may do some giveaways of some of the cards as well. So stay tuned, and I'll give you more information on that. Another point that they talked about a little bit about the tier system and how they're going to be set up. So we can kind of take a little bit of a look at that as well. So it's kind of similar to, Veve Killer, the standard. You have the common, the uncommon. And then also you have the superior. So as you can see, they're going to be basically cards. So it's going to be a little bit different than Veve and the premium collectibles. You're not going to have the AR interaction with the cards, but that's cool because you're going to have the physical copy itself. So how the system is going to really work is that you're going to have the physical cards, and you'll be able to log on to the app and then scan a QR code to redeem the digital cards themselves. So that's pretty cool. Where were we? We are uncommon, and then we have the superior. I like these because you guys know I love the sketch arts. I'm going to be at Comic-Con this year. If anybody's in New York Comic-Con, I'll see you guys there. But yeah, I like some of these as well. So I'm crazy about the sketch art. We have the Flash. We have Darkseid. I couldn't remember his name for a second. Aquaman, Batman, of course, and Superman. And of course, we have Wonder Woman. Okay. All right. We're going to go through these more in depth in another video. Then they also have the epics. So there's different tiers in the epics as well, which is kind of exciting. Then they have the legendary, and the legendary have that gold tints to them as well. I want to say that they said in the AMA that some of the legendary packs are going to be animated, and of course they have the mystics. Now the cool thing about the mystics, they're equivalent to like the secret rares in Veve. The cool thing about the mystics is that they're animated, and there should only be 1,000 of each one. As you can see that the Joker lights up and everything like that, so that's cool. There should only be 1,000 of each one in the mystics. So we'll see how that plays out. So that's the tier system, which is exciting. And another thing that they mentioned is that the tier system is going to be in batches. So there's 1,000 of these. They're going to be number sequence, and the first card is going to be the A1 card, and the A1 card is going to get into kind of like the leaderboards. So when you're going to have batches along for each section, for each card. Let me see if I can bring up another one and kind of show you. So like if we guys look at this Batman, do we have the mint? Well, it's going to come up soon. This Batman is going to have a batch, and it's going to have a batch of how many cards that's in total. So they're going to have a leaderboard, and the A1 card is going to be the most valuable because it's going to give the most points on the leaderboard. And with these leaderboards, you're going to get special prizes as well. So that's going to be exciting. I'm excited about that for the project as well. Another thing is, of course, you're going to be able to load up and everything like that. And what's exciting is that they've already figured out the cash cash out part. So for my flippers and everything like that, you guys will be able to cash out. So that's kind of excited for another side hustle, you know. And you guys can sell your dupes and things like that, and I know that you'll be able to cash out. So you'll be able to load on to the both platforms as well. You'll be able to load on to the app, which will be on your phone, and then also you'll be able to load on to the web platform, which is kind of exciting. I think more people are probably going to want to load their gems onto the web platform to avoid the fees from Apple and Google Play. They did mention there will be slight fees for that. And then also I want to say that they mentioned there will be slight fees for the checkout as cash out as well. I have to double check that. Also, they're going to be doing their first digital drop, which is excited, on the 31st. So the 31st, there's going to be 10,000 packs. And in those 10,000 packs are going to cost $50. And they're going to have 3 cards in each pack. The exciting part about it is that set of packs is going to have a mystic in it. And I want to say it is a mystic, but it's going to have a 1 of 1. That's the wording that they use, a 1 of 1 card. So that should be exciting. So it should be the only card that's ever made of that particular card. I want to say it's more than 1 of 1. I'm not 100% sure of how many of these 1 of 1s are going to be there, but they're going to also have a kind of like a list of all the cards that's going to be in those sets, and they said that they're going to announce that soon. So we'll be able to see what cards are going to be in that pack run of 10,000 packs. Of 10,000 packs. And we'll be able to see a list of all the cards in there. And as I said, they're going to be $50. So that's exciting. The cool thing, too, is that there's only going to be 100 complete sets. So when we look at the leaderboard section of what's going on here, only 100 people are going to be able to collect that points for completing the sets. And we don't know how many points it's going to be yet, but I think that's going to be really big. And then they also mentioned that there's going to be a reward for the leaderboards in terms of this pack. So the way that they're doing the leaderboards, if we can go click on that right now, is that they're sectioning off the leaderboards. So they mentioned in the AMA that there's probably going to be leaderboards if you're going to collect Batman cards only. You could be like the number 1 Batman collector, the number 1 Green Lantern card collector, and different things like that. So you can see they already have these leaderboards up, for global. And you can see who's on top of the global leaderboards. Oh, let me find out. Antigua has a leaderboard. That's my home country. So yeah. So I'm gonna be the number 1 in Antigua. I actually live in the States now, but that's kind of cool. I don't think this is up yet, the collection, and then the hybrid leaderboards, digital and hybrid. So it looks like the only leaderboard that's up right now is the one for global. I think I should be able to switch it back to global. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll be playing with the app a little bit, but the USA, and you can see the top of the leaderboards for the USA right now, which is pretty cool. Also, the way that they're going to be doing their drops is going to be like a queue system. So you'll be able to sign up and register for the drop. I don't know if you're going to have to register the day before or like a couple of hours. I think they did mention it, but I'm not 100% sure, so I need to go back and check on that. So you're going to be able to register for this drop. And then there's also going to be a whitelist. So if you guys are not familiar with other drops in terms of the NFT spaces and what's happening in OpenSeas and everything like that, to push a lot of people's projects and to have interaction on Discords and certain different places like Twitter and everything like that, they have what we call whitelists. So you'll be put on this specific list for accomplishing a specific task, and you'll be able to buy before everybody else. It's kind of like how if you're into Recur, you got the Recur Pass, and that's kind of like a whitelist. So they said that it's the whitelist people may be able to purchase a couple of hours ahead, and then once you register, unlike having to press the buy now button or anything like that, you'll be sent a email or a push notification letting you know now you can go in and be able to buy. So we'll see how that works out. I think the whitelist thing is pretty cool, but I wasn't a fan of how they did it in different projects in OpenSeas. Basically, to get on the whitelist, all you had to do was live on Discord and spam Discord for hours and hours on end to level up in Discord. So I hope it's not things like that. I hope it's things like if you ever logged on to this app, of course, there's a claim button. Maybe the people who claim consistently up until the drop every single day get whitelisted, or different things like that. Or if they have different interactions in the app, I hope that's what is going to enable you to be on that whitelist. But we'll see. And that's going to be on the 31st. They're gonna do this drop. So yeah, my overall thoughts on this is I picked up a pack. I'm excited because it's different than the premium collectibles and the comic books. Now we get into the card realms and everything like that. And the company has connections with the company that they're connected to they printed cards like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, and different things like that. So we may see some sort of card gamification with this, which is exciting as well. So we'll see where this ends up. I'm excited for this space. The more people that's inside of the space, I think the better it is for us overall as a consumer, because it keeps people on their toes. A lot of people have been complaining about the quality of a few of the last drops or some of the drops that on other platforms. So when there's competition, steel sharpens steel, and I think this is good for everybody. The space is big, and this is not just going to be a U.S. thing or a UK thing or whatever. This is worldwide. There's millions of people. There's billions of people in this world. And, this just makes it better. I think NFTs is not just going to be a niche thing. It's going to be a worldwide thing. There's going to be niche collectors. And, if you're a card collector, this is perfect for you. If you're a premium digital collector, you can go to Veve. If whatever recur drops in the future, we've only seen the basketball cards from them so far. If you're into the basketball college thing, you have NFTU. So there's a lot of different people in the space. And I'm just excited for the space. And I'm excited as a reinvigorated collector. And I'm just going to collect my butt off, And if I can make this into a thing, I'm happy, where I can take my passion of collecting and just support my family and whatnot. That's kind of like the plan. But this is Ken from Project Blue. I'm out of here, yo.
Only home.